Distinguished guests that are around the corner now, you mostly welcome. You see it there, and we are reciting it together. The third stanza, please. Are we set? O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where the man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Amen. We can have a seat. Thank you so much. I'd like to recognize the current chairman. No person but Engineer Adewumi Odewale and a spouse. You're mostly welcome. Also to come to the high table is keynote speaker for today's August event, in person of Professor Engr D.F Odewale. She is from the Department of Chemical Engineering, Lautech, Ogbomoso. You are most welcome, ma'am. Now I go back to the distinguished guest of honor for today, because I've never exhausted my list. Another person on the list is Alhaji Chief Dr. Abdul Fatai Adeshina Kolawole. He's the former PS Rep of Osun State. Is he around? Okay. Meet us. APWEN Osogbo chapter. I'll start the recognition from Engineer Mrs. Professor Abimbola Roda. You're most welcome, ma'am. You can come to the front seat here, ma'am. The third person I'll be calling here is Engineer Mrs. Olufela Adeola. The people who came in with the national president. One of them is Mrs. Aderoke Ademefi. You're most very welcome, ma'am. You're mostly welcome, sir. Mechanical and electrical departments. Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. I'm mostly welcome to the program. Okay, I'm not sure if the mothers of the day are here, and I would like to call on our president, APWEN president, for our opening remark. Engineer Dr. Adebisi R. Osin. Everybody can tell what the day. I'm mostly welcome.
I want to really appreciate him. It is a privilege to be alive, to take up a position as president, and I started my program last year here with Osogbo chapter. And my last program, before I hand over the job, the Lord will take you to higher ground in Jesus' name. And I'm glad that your chairman is now a member of the national, which means she will be sitting on this seat. Just 3 minutes, we focus about it and work towards it, and we get there in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for this privilege to be here this morning. Distinguished and courage to move the association forward in Jesus' name. I also congratulate all the new executive committee members.
this memorable occasion, I will be speaking on integrity and productivity, the twin pillars of effective leadership. Integrity is being honest, standing by your words, and doing the right thing. While productivity, on the other hand, is the ability to convert inputs as in effort, time, and resources into valuable outputs, such as goods and services. Productivity is a measure of how much is achieved versus relative to what is used. That is, how much have we been able to produce with what we have. If it is high, then the efficiency will be high. So in short, when we are talking about productivity, we are talking about efficiency. And when we are talking, since we are majorly engineers, we are talking about industries. We are talking about how much are we bringing out from our efforts. And if efficiency is high, that means that we are very well productive. Then we are now talking about leadership. So in short, efficiency is output over input. And you know, when output is more than input, it's going to be high. So that means that is what we expect. Then leadership is the ability to influence, guide, and motivate individuals or group to work together towards achieving a common goal. Now, let me give illustrations for the better understanding. Our mommy here, Engr Jokotola, she's been celebrated because of leadership. You understand? Trust, clear communication, strong teamwork needed for high productivity. And not only that, we have allowed productivity to ensure that we achieve the goals and efficient use of resources. What I'm trying to say in essence is this: when we are talking about integrity, what do you mean? When my president was talking the other time, in fact, I thought, did Madam do research on what I was told to talk about? Because she was very explicit on what I came to talk about. When we are talking about integrity, we are talking about somebody that has a conscience, that is honest. And I want to say that when we are talking about integrity, integrity is the ability that somebody has to be a transparent leader. You don't have anything to hide. Another thing I want us to see about integrity is walking your talk. You understand? That is when I say meet me at 8 a.m. It's not me that they will not be seen at 10 a.m. So that's what I want us to see. And let me go further with what I have here. I have here that leadership is the ability to influence, guide, motivate individuals or group to work together towards achieving a common goal. Integrity and productivity are widely considered fundamental elements or pillars of effective leadership because integrity builds the trust necessary for influence, while productivity ensures the achievement of goals and efficient use of resources. Now, what I'm saying is that leadership, we can say leadership can stand on two legs. Leadership is going to stand on integrity and what? Productivity. Where did you can stop? You understand? Has disappeared. So by the time they say, where is the sugar? And nobody can account for it. So by the time they said, okay, we have to get butter again. Before they get the butter again, what will happen to it? At the end of the day, do you know the industry folded? They will not continue. The man said they cannot be running at a loss. But what I want you to see here, what is majorly missing in that FO biscuit factory is what? Integrity. Not because he didn't employ people that knows the technical know-how. They know how to produce biscuit. I just told you how tasty the biscuit was, how very good it was. You understand? If they didn't know how to produce it, they have produced any, they wouldn't have. Just for what was actually wrong with the company, that the people in the leadership of the company do not have what? Integrity. And because they lack integrity, everybody did whatsoever. You see? So what I'm trying to emphasize now is that integrity drives productivity. It is lack of integrity that forestalled productivity, and because there was no productivity, what happened to the company? It folded. You see what I'm trying to say now? So that is what I want us to see here, that even though we are saying majorly that effective leadership actually needs integrity and productivity. But for productivity to be sustained, there will be what? Integrity. You can even be productive. Are you with me? Because what it takes to be productive is for you to know the technical know-how. Are you qualified? Do you know the operating process? Are you with me? Can you maximize production? But if you know, you do not have the state-of-the-art equipment, the necessary number of labor, if you have everything and there is still not integrity, it will still do what? Crumble. It will crumble. You see? So I have here that integrity builds trust, clear communication, strong teamwork needed for high productivity. How does it do it? You know, it happens this way. When a leader demonstrates integrity by creating a psychologically safe environment, feel comfortable speaking up, sharing ideas, and taking positive risk without fear. You see, when integrity is lacking in an organization, people will not be sincere. People will not say their mind. They will not think of the progress of the organization. Why? Because they know that any attempt to be straight, they will suffer for it. Since the leadership, it does not have what? Integrity. But, and I am sorry, I don't know the crowd that I have, but I think the major problem that we actually have in Nigeria is not because we don't have people. In fact, I want to say the young population that we have in Nigeria, we have human resources. You understand? And the emphasis that we give, especially Southwest and Southeast on education, we have technical know-how. But the thing that is missing is what? Integrity. I wouldn't want to say too much, but if I need to say, I will tell you. But let's continue. So I'm trying to say now that when we are talking about integrity, we are talking about somebody that is ready to assume responsibility. You know, that it is, I am the one that is put in this position. Let me cite an experience I had as an head of department. That was years ago. We just realized that some of our students that were not supposed to have passed had passed. And we went to look at it and realized that somebody had doctored the results. And I was the head of department. Even though it is not something that is known in the university, but we already found out. And you know, and what of course, as the head of department, the next thing I had to do is to address the situation. So I called the departmental meeting and I wanted to address the situation. But you know, just like here now, I think there are more men here than women. In engineering, you always find ourselves as having more men than women. So we have more men in my department than women. Not only that, my young self there was the HOD. So when I started, someone said, "What do you mean? How can you be saying something like that? Well, what do you mean? The case has gone. You should just allow it to. You should sweep it under the carpet and let it go." Do you know? I am sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. I had to tell them one Yoruba proverb. Oh, if you're Jewy, do you understand? But so that is just it. And all I wanted to do then was to prove that we need what? Integrity. You understand? Because without it, if our students, if women use chain, the weakest point of a chain is the weakest point of the connection. Are you with me? The moment our student knows that there is somebody that they can go through, you know that the department is not safe again. Even if there is a company, in fact, normally in Nigeria now, you hear people say, "What's your price?" Is that not the way they say it? State your price. The moment they don't want to work with integrity, they will just walk to you. They say, "Well, how much?" You understand? And people without integrity, what would they say? Resources effectively and delivering on commitment and deadline. What we are saying is that you are going to be productive not only because you have integrity, you still need all that you need to produce what you are supposed to produce. It's just that integrity will make you get a better result with all that you have. Now, let's move on. Integrity and productivity are therefore deeply connected in leadership. You see what I'm talking about? If you have a leader that has integrity and there is all the necessary factors needed for productivity, the integrity of the leader and the factors that he has will make him do what? Produce. But if he lacks integrity, he will not be able to effectively lead in the position where they have put him. And when I'm talking about leadership, you know, when you lead, you are leading people. And when you are leading people, the people in your organization are your human resources. You understand now? And it is the management of the people that will make you effective. Now, I want to say another thing that I think is very, very important in the managing of people. When we talk about politics, for a long time when people talk about politics, do you know what occurs to me? That it is a dirty game. But recently, like maybe 5 years ago, I realized that politics in its own is actually management of people. You understand? When you say what is politics? Politics is the management of what? Of people. So when we are talking about bad politics, what would I say? The bad management of what? Of people. That is the truth. Now, let me give you an instance. When I went for this, my family, anytime you go to their shopping mall, they sell fruits. Do you know that because Nigerian mentality, you want something cheap. Let's say it's orange. When they have freshly brought in oranges, they are a bit expensive. But if you have the ones that stay like 2 days, 3 days, or a week, but not spoiled, they are what? Cheaper. So when in those shopping malls, they grade the oranges. You understand? You may see the same size, but they will always put dates. And that date will now tell you why the prices are what? Are different. Because some the expiry date will be 2 days more. Some the expiry date will be 3 days more. But they will write it there. And that is transparency. So you are not the one that says, it is the one that my money can buy. Since it is not spoiled. And every day you go there to bring out the ones that are spoiled and throw it away. And you see, or the ones that the dates are what? Expired. And that is what I call transparency. And that is a play of what? Integrity. But you know, I now came back to Nigeria. It's as if I left Nigeria and I forgot what Nigeria was. I now saw somebody selling pineapple, selling oranges. And I said, I want to buy pineapple. Do you know the way the woman laughed and smiled when I pointed at the ones I wanted to buy? I should have bought that pineapple. I bought 4 pineapples and I couldn't eat any before. They were all spoiled. And she collected correct prices. In fact, I was tempted to carry the whole of the pineapple and go back to this side on the shop and say, hey, we'll go there for me. But I told myself, this is Nigeria for me. But look at developed countries. See the way they have interwoven integrity into their system. Can you see? Every morning, the hands there, what they first of all do is separate. I am a researcher and we do research. I am a researcher and we do research. Do you know at times I think we waste our time in Nigerian universities? Because you see in developed countries, when they do research, the moment they are validated that that research is right, it comes into operation. It becomes what everybody starts using. I had another experience. Their doors in the university, all their doors, I'm not boasting, all their doors are opened by cards. All their doors. It's either you open the doors by cards or what? Fingerprints. Are you with me? But majorly they open their doors by what? With cards. Now, let me ask you, don't we know that you can use cards to open things in Nigeria? Don't we know? But how many places do you get to and you open doors with cards? Only hotels. Am I right? Only hotels. In fact, let's say it's like 20 or 30%, or maybe 6-star hotels. Do you see what I'm saying? But do you know that even classrooms classrooms over there were locked with cards. Let me now tell you what happened. I now went to the library to borrow a book. I was going to leave the place 31st of March. I went like on the 15th of March to borrow the book. And I'm supposed to borrow a book for 1 month. So the expiry date, the time I was supposed to submit the book was what? 15th of April. So they stamped 15th of April on my book and card and everything, and they said I can go. So I said, sorry, this 15 is too far. I want to go away with your book. I would have gone away. Why not change it? Because my last date here is 31st. And that 31st was going to be a Sunday. So Friday was now going to be 27th. Do you know the judge invited it to 27th? I didn't know that all the other things that I carried had been moved from 31 to 27th. Because it's a card, it's a computer system. So the moment they change that, every other thing they gave me, access to every other room in that university, had been moved to what? 27th. I now got down to 28th, confidently with my card to open the door. The door said open me. That was when I realized that they had locked me out by my writing, telling them that I will be leaving on the 31st. So the next thing I had to do is to call somebody that was inside to come and open for me, or wait for somebody. My time. Thank you. Or wait for somebody coming in to use his own card for me to enter. Do you know the problems landlords have in Nigeria? Driving tenants are not paying. Do you know the problems they have? Before, if it is cash system, what will the landlord do? Just let me lock me out now. Lock everything. Make it. No, everything. Just lock. So the person will just go confidently and say, do you understand? And that is the beauty of advancement, technological advancement. Of what use are we now in academics? When we have new findings and nobody is taking it, when nobody is using it, is it not frustrating? And the only reason why they are not using it, because of lack of what? Integrity. Because the moment they buy our developments, we will reduce the areas they can what? Manipulate. Do you understand? Same thing with the hotels that tell about the sister hotels. The moment is 12 noon, can you enter your room again? So when you are going at 10 a.m. and you don't carry your load, what will happen? You will beg and beg before they open their room for you. And if you are falling victim before, because some people say, I can still come at 2 o'clock. By the time you get there by 2 o'clock, what would they have done? Would have looked you out. So what I want to tell you is that the technological advancement is even in favor of what? Integrity. If it is embraced. Now let me go on. I have here that integrity drives productivity through leadership by 1, building trust and collaboration. Building trust and collaboration. How does that happen? When you have a leader that is transparent, that shares with people, that you are free to say your opinions and not be punished. Are you with me? Or not be isolated or victimized or something. There will be what? Room for new ideas and progress. And then there will be accountability. That is, I'm saying now that integrity drives what? Accountability. If I, as a leader, I am accountable, who will the other leader will not be accountable? But when I, as the headmaster of a school, comes and tell me and I write 7:30, what have I told all others other me? And if you write, you know some people, they fight those that write the correct time. You know they fight them. In fact, some schools I had, they sign register a day before because of people that will write the correct time. Do you see what I'm saying now? And that is wrong leadership. Another thing I want us to see, now I told myself I will tell to you when I'm talking about this integrity and productivity, that I realize that private sector, they are driven more by integrity than public sector. If you go to local governments, there is no accountability. Are you with me? In most local governments, there is no what? Accountability. But in private establishments, where you have used your own money to do something, what do you demand for? In fact, You know, in my own school, we don't sign register as academics. So I can be away for a whole month. Are you with me? But in private universities, you sign register. You sign when you come in, and you sign when you are what? You are leaving. So you are not even permitted to go midday. You understand? And the only reason why they are accountable is because they are thinking of what they have put into the into the business. Can you see? So I want to tell us that majorly private sector thrives in Nigeria than public sector. Why? The major reason is lack of what? Integrity. And if there is integrity, there will be productivity. And if there is productivity, it is going to be due to correct what? Leadership. Another thing that I want us to see about integrity and productivity is that it makes us make better decisions. Better decisions. Because when you are making decisions, you are not going to make decisions based on your personal gain. You are going to make decisions on the you make decision. I want to read it out. They focus on what is right rather than what is easy, leading to sounder judgment that benefits the entire organization and its what? Stakeholder. So when you see, let me give you another example again. Do you know that they told us that we must do exercise, especially if you are above 40? Do you agree that we must do, even though poverty in Nigeria is making people do exercise, but the truth is that exercise as you grow up is a must. And if exercise as you grow up is a must, then how do we help the citizenry to do what? To do exercise. In some developed countries, they put their bus stops, their railway stations, where you will do the required hours or minutes of trekking before you what? You get there. So thereby enforcing that you do the necessary exercise and thereby live longer. But here, is anybody bothered about that? Nobody is bothered about that. Do you know that driving a car is safer than driving a motorbike? You know, it's safer. Driving, but now all taxis are off the road. What you see on the road majorly now is what? And we all know that is not the best way of what? Transportation. But nobody is speaking against that. That is what I mean by leadership having what? Integrity. They will make better decisions because they will not be thinking about themselves. They will think about the gain of everybody. How everybody will benefit from what we are talking about. I did not read it. I only heard that Dangote said they could sell fuel for us for, is it 500 naira or 300 naira? He said less than 700 and 58, 60 or 900 in some places. Now, where is the difference going? Some people are just packing it and doing what? And use it again. That is not it. Then another thing that integrity does, it reduces risk. If everybody and we are governed by it, there will be less fraud. Are you listening? If you are going to buy online goods and you don't say you will pay when you see the goods, what will happen to your goods? You will not get it. Money, you lose your money. And let me give you, somebody happened to somebody I know. They said he saw what he wanted to buy and gave money and was waiting for the goods. The goods did not come. They said go and report. So when the person, I found this person, when the person got to the bank said that is the major problem that they have. That there is nobody checking the flow of money to some of these establishments. So these establishments, they will put their WhatsApp number, put everything that you do need. Are you with me? But not what we verify, hold them. So when you now get to the bank, they will say, they don't know. Just right. Go and make police report. You put everything. 3 years, you are still doing what? The money has what? Has gone. And I think that when they realize that there is a loophole in online buying, what are they supposed to do? Are they not supposed to tighten it? They already know where the loophole is. But people are still gullible. They are still making us pay for what they are not going to get. Finally, it improves morale and enhances reputation. You can imagine me working in a place where they take care of me. Will I not want to give them the best? Will I not want to give them the best? You can remember there was a season in an era in Nigeria where they don't pay salary. Can you still remember? What was prominent then? Strikes. I will leave now. I'm almost through. Thank you. What was prominent then? Strikes. 6-month strikes, 1-month strike, 5-month strike. You understand? That is the way it was. And the major reason because leadership was not taking care of the people. But now that people are getting their salary as a wage, have you heard of strike of recent? You see what I'm trying to say? Even though they have not met all the needs of the people, but in that fact that there is a constant flow of income to each home, what has happened? People have gone back to work. Teachers are teaching the students are getting what? Knowledge, and they are becoming who they want to be. So that is what I'm trying to say. So when there is integrity in leadership, there will be productivity. And when there will be productivity, there will be what? There will be success, there will be progress, there will be development. Name it. Finally, somebody said, let me round up with this story. They said there is this company that when they want to employ, they will do exam, they will do interview, but there is one thing they always do. They will say they should come for buffet. Are you listening? To eat with the chairman. So they will set up a buffet for them. Name it. They are not going to pay for the food. All that they need to do is just what? Come and eat with the chairman of the company. But they don't know that there is the chairman himself is the examiner. The chairman will now stay where he can see all of them. And you know what buffet is? You set up food and you carry plates and go like that and go like that. You know they say that often the best performance in the exam interview do not get the job. Do you know why? When they get to where they are doing the buffet, you know they didn't know that somebody is watching them. If they not come to them that this buffet, she will be a trap. No, you might be trap. So they said this the best one, the one they talked about was going like that. Took chicken, took fish, took everything. When you now got to this cheese, this was small cheese that can go inside your pocket. Just like this and did like this and put you in the pocket and went. He passed it was the best in the exam. It was the best interview. The chairman said we cannot employ him. Say why can't you employ us? They just showed the video. Say she didn't have to go see. Hey Joe, hey no cheese with G. And it's a multi-million naira business establishment. Try to be paying in dollars. And they had read, they had passed, they had done everything. Just too small. You know that thing they cover with foil? Just do like this and like this and put it in the pocket. And the one said, if you can do this here, there is nothing they will not be able to do with their money. And that was it. So, and that is a test of what, please? It's a test of integrity. And he lost everything. Despite the fact that. So I have it here that even 3 things that you need when you're employing people. You need integrity, intelligence, and what? Energy. Energy is ability to go about and do the work. They said if you have intelligence and you have energy and you lack integrity, you will pull the company down. And I want to say to us that we are seated today that intelligence and energy can take you to the peak. What will bring the person down? Lack of integrity. Because it is integrity that sustains height. Are you listening? It is, yes, no matter how high you get to, the only thing that can sustain, because then you don't need to prove yourself again. All you just have to do is to behave. I know people are already looking at me. Okay, I will not say more again. I just want to say in conclusion. I think in conclusion, I think I have told you what I needed to tell you. Okay, if that is the case, then let me just round up with my conclusion here. I have it that in conclusion, integrity is the essential foundation for effective leadership, which in turn drives productivity. When leaders consistently align their action with their words and ethical principles, it builds trust and creates positive work culture that motivates employees to work hard and what? Perform better. Please mind me, I heard recently the level of what is missing in Nigeria. They said if you go to some hospitals, you don't need operation. But they'll tell you need operation. Do you know why they are telling you need operation? Not just money. to sell some parts of the body. They do operation, take one kidney, leave the other one. You can imagine, it's as bad as that. So I want to appeal to every one of us. Like I have it here, integrity is something that is personal. It's not a natural trait. It's not what you are born with. It's what you do, what you develop. And when you are developing, know that when we are talking about integrity, it hurts. And you need to do it even when you are not being observed. Are you with me? It's not only when you are observed that you show integrity, even when you are not being observed. Thank you very much.
Transportation in Osun State, Honorable Sesson Ephraim Oyedele came in person of Honorable Moshood Adejare Yaku, the Special Advisor to Mr. Governor of Transportation, representing him. Welcome, sir. And also, while the program was on, the Director of Mechanical and Electrical Department, Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, APWEN Engineer A.S Odewale also came in. Highly recognized. You're welcome. Of Engineer Odewale, member, Nigeria Society of Engineers, member, NIEEE, and the citation. Is there any citation? Okay, you can come over, ma'am. Let's clap our hands for her.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon now. Thank you. It's an honor this afternoon to read a citation of my Egbon. She was my senior at Lautech. We were in the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering together. She was a year my senior. Please help me appreciate her. She's in the industry. She's in the Ministry of Works, while I'm in the academia. So, I'm honored to read a citation. I want us to listen attentively, and where she deserves a round of applause, please, I want us to appreciate her. Thank you. Citation of Engineer D.F Odewale, MNSC, MNIEEE, APWEN. Engineer Mrs. D.F Odewale, a trailblazer in the field of engineering and a beacon of inspiration for women in STEM, was born more than 4 decades ago into the esteemed family of Mr. and Mrs. Babatunde A. Akinleye of Ile Oluwo Compound, Modakeke, Osun State. Her father served as a pioneer chairman of Science Teachers Association of Nigeria, STAN, in Osun State, and National Curriculum Development of STAN. Her parents are retired principal of schools. From her early years, she exhibited extraordinary determination, intelligence, and resilience, qualities that have shaped her into the accomplished professional and visionary leader she is today. I'm expecting us to clap. I shouldn't be acknowledging us. Thank you. Her life story is one of perseverance, excellence, and an unwavering commitment to breaking barriers and uplifting others. Educational background. Engineer Odewale's academic journey began at Baptist Day School, Okeodo, Iwo, where she laid a strong foundation for her education in 1989. Her insatiable thirst for knowledge and her natural aptitude for problem solving led her to Modakeke High School, Modakeke, and School of Science, Ile-Ife, where she excelled academically and obtained her senior school certificate examination, SSCE, in 1997. Driven by a passion for innovation and a desire to contribute into the technical advancement of our community, she pursued a career in engineering. In 1999, she gained admission to Ladoke University of Technology, Ogbomoso, Oyo State, where she bagged a Bachelor of Technology (BTech) in Electrical Electronic Engineering in 2005. Not content with these achievements, Adewumi furthered her education by obtaining a Master in Technology Management (MSc) in African Institute for Science, Policy and Innovation from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, in 2014. Her commitment to continuous learning and professional growth led her to pursue these, equipping her with the managerial skills to complement her tech expertise and prepare her for leadership roles. Work experience. Engineer Odewale's professional journey is a testament to her dedication, versatility, and excellence. She began her career with the mandatory CWES in Nigeria Ports Authority, NPA, Lagos, with Mechanical and Electrical Department. Later, she went for mandatory National Youth Service Corps scheme, serving at the Exchange and System Analyst Department of A20 Sinida Company, Owerri, Imo State, from 2006 to 2007. Her performance during this period earned her accolades and set the stage for a remarkable career. In June 2013, she joined the Osun State Public Service as electrical engineer at the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Osun State till date. Membership of professional bodies. Adewumi Odewale is registered by the Council of the Revelation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN, as an engineer. She is a highly respected member of several professional organizations, reflecting her commitment to the advancement of engineering and her dedication to mentorship and leadership. She holds membership in the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSC, the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN, and the Nigeria Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, NIEEE. I was expecting us to clap as I was giving the organization. It's not easy to be an engineer, please. Thank you. Positions of responsibility. Her contributions to these organizations have been exemplary. She has held numerous leadership positions, including 1. General Secretary, APWEN Osogbo Chapter, 2020 to 2022. Vice Chairman, APWEN Osogbo Chapter, 2022 to 2024. Labor Prefect, Modakeke High School, Modakeke. General Secretary, Oyedide Oloyede Memorial Anglican Church Youth Wing, Modakeke. EE Class 05 Alumni Vice Chairman, 2024 to date. EE Class 05 Welfare Chairman and Secretary, 2022 to date. EE Class 05 Union Chairman, 2023. Personal qualities and legacy. Engineer Mrs. D.F Odewale is not only a consummate professional, but also a woman of integrity, discipline, and faith. Her life is a testament to the power of hard work, perseverance, and a commitment to excellence. She is a devoted Christian and pastor's wife in Overcomer Evangelical Mission International. Here she serves as a role model for many. I'm married to Pastor Engr Odewale, is a union built on love, mutual respect, and shared values. Together, they are blessed with wonderful children who are a source of pride and joy. Conclusion. Engr D.F Odewale is a shining example of what can be achieved through dedication, passion, and an unwavering commitment to one's goals. Our journey from a young girl with a dream to a celebrated engineer and leader is an inspiration to all, especially women and girls, aspiring to break barriers in a male-dominated field. Distinguished engineers, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate yourself now. Distinguished engineers, ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense honor that I present to you Engineer Mrs. Odewale, a visionary leader and a trailblazer in engineering, as the 6th chairman of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Osogbo Chapter. Their tenure be marked by continued success, innovation, and transformative leadership.
To call for the inauguration. You're most welcome now. She will call on the president to perform the inauguration. Thank you, MC. Good afternoon once again. We are so privileged to have, it's a very rare privilege. We have in our midst today the president of APWEN, Engineer Dr. Adebisi. Please join me together for her, please. And because of that, we want to seize that golden opportunity for her to do the inauguration of our new chairman. Please welcome Engineer Dr. Adebisi for the inauguration of our new chairman.
Thank you so much, my immediate past chairman. It is a privilege to be, yes, here you are, medallion. It's a quarter to transfer the medallion to her. It is a privilege to be morning to inaugurate Engineer Adewumi as the 6th chairman of APWEN Osogbo chapter. Fellow members of the Executive Council of Great Nigerian Society of Engineers, executive members of APWEN, members of APWEN Osogbo chapter, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular privilege and great honor to conduct the inauguration of the chairman of APWEN Osogbo chapter, this day the 6th chairman, this day 20th December 2025. Chapter chair, may I request you to move a little bit step forward. You are duly appointed or nominated by your member, by the consensus of your member, as the chairman of APWEN Osogbo chapter for 2025-2026 to 2026-2027 as the chairman of this chapter. It will be your duty to attend all meetings, council meeting, executive meeting, ordinary general meeting, and annual general meetings. Or as may be conveyed by through the secretary executes your responsibility as outlined in the constitution, organization, and competition, and other educational STEM activity as may be guided. Acting always to promote the objective of APWEN, uphold and defend the memoranda of Article of Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, enhance the prestige of the APWEN, and promote the general welfare of members and chapters and consequently Nigeria at large. Will you, Engineer Adewumi Odewale, eminently fulfill this obligation to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
So please take this stage.
I, Engineer Adewumi Odewale MNSC, by the grace of God and the common will of members of this chapter, solemnly and sincerely pledge before all here present to serve and lead APWEN Osogbo chapter in my capacity as chairman with dignity and honor, to strive to the best of my ability to promote harmony within the engineering profession and family, to enhance the capacity, welfare, and interest of all APWEN members in the service to this chapter, nation, and humanity, to uphold and defend the memorandum and articles of association of APWEN, and to have the APWEN Constitution as my guiding rule. I shall not use my position to lord over heading. So help me God.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you for supporting us and giving us moral support. So you do your final day.
People
The welfare secretary, Engineer Grace. The publicity secretary, Engineer Dr. Monshurat Jimo. The assistant publicity secretary, the internal auditor, Engineer Oyerunke Olayinka. The health official one, my FPC now, Engineer Yotunde Akoni. The health official 2, Engineer Odebumi Yemisi. Please, let's come here. My treasurer, Engineer Bosede Ojola, and the financial secretary, Engineer Tosin Ogunlade. Are you all here? They are executive committee members of APWEN OSOGBO chapter. Please listen attentively and answer appropriately. Have you come here today for the inauguration ceremony on your own will, free and accord? Are you willing to be administered with the oath of inauguration of this association and be formally admitted as an executive member of this association?
Yes, I'm willing and ready.
Do you, having become an executive member of APWEN OSOGBO chapter, solemnly swear that you will defend and always uphold the constitution of the association and accept as final and binding all decisions of the National Executive Council of the association on all matters dealt with by her in accordance with the provision of the said constitution of APWEN?
Yes, I do.
Do you promise to always undertake and promote the objectives of APWEN?
Yes, I do.
Do you promise to conduct yourself always on all engineering matters in accordance with APWEN's laid down code of conduct?
Yes, I do.
Do you promise to meet all your obligations financially and otherwise stated and serve as selflessly to the best of your ability?
Yes, I
Do you promise to meet all your obligations financially and otherwise stated and serve as selfless to the best of your ability?
Before everyone present at this ceremony, pledge and sworn to uphold and defend the Constitution of APWEN, to conduct my engineering practice with integrity, fairness, and show interest in the affairs and welfare of my fellow engineering members. So help me God.
Thank you. You may go back to your seat. Thank you. Wait.
Sorry.
APWEN President, Engr D.F FNSC, the NSC, the Nigerian Society of Engineering NSC Chairman President, Engineer Adekunle Dauda Olari, the Chairman of the day, my wonderful mother and guest speaker of today, and the one we are honoring today, Engineer D.F Jokotola, FNSC, F9, F and Venerable Sir Jokotola. The distinguished guest of honor, some have left, but within us I still have my father, the one that took me into the civil service, Alhaji Fatai Adesina Kolawole, the former PS of SUPEP, with his wife, Alhaja Mujidat Kolawole. Thank you. The mother of the day, the guest of honor, my father. I cannot go by the back without appreciating what you have done in our life. Mr. Babatunde Adekule, with dedication, transparency,
passion, and excellency. Today is not just a ceremony, it's a call to a duty, a continuation of a legacy that began years ago, when courageous female engineers come together to create an identity for the woman engineer in Osun State. An identity built on competency, integrity, innovation, and impact. Today, and especially to our past leaders, we hold our gratitude. To all past chairmen and executive teams, we thank you for your visionary leadership and tireless contribution. You have raised the bar and will build on the strong foundation you have laid. I express my sincere appreciation to our National President, Engineer Dr. Adebisi Arosin, FNSC, FDICE, and FIMC, for the invaluable support, encouragement, and unwavering. And now she's going this December. She's ending with Osogbo chapter. So please, let's appreciate. As women engineers, we are not just participating in national building. We are strategic contributors to Nigeria industry, technological, and social economic transformation. Yes, we recognize that more women and girls must be encouraged, equipped, and employed in STEM careers. Mentorship, competitions, scholarships, and awareness programs, especially in unserved community. Professional development and feasibility, educations, export, leadership training, and strategic collaboration with university for establishing and mentoring female collegiate engineers students. Strengthen unity and welfare, ensuring inclusiveness, support for members' well-being, and creating platform where voice counts. I'm glad to announce that the dedication of our executive teams and members, APWEN OSOGBO chapter, secured the most improved chapter in Southwest award in the Group Dynamics competition at the year APWEN International Conference held at ICC in Ibadan. Our vision is clear: to build an APWEN skills, where skills are strengthened, leadership is nurtured, and women engineers become undeniable forces driving Nigeria's socio-economic growth. Leadership is not a one-person journey. It requires collaboration, trust, and commitment from every member. I call on all of us, young engineers, students, seasoned professionals, partners, sponsors, and allies to join hands with the administration. Together, we will expand our reach, strengthen our impact, and inspire a generation of girls to believe that the two can change the world through engineering. As we begin this chapter, may we be guided by wisdom, strengthened by unity, and motivated by a passion to build a future where women engineers thrive, lead, and shape nation development. I would like to especially appreciate my parents, my siblings, and family members present here. I cannot take for granted the unwavering love, the care, and support of my husband, Pastor Engr Odewale, and our children. He has been a strong pillar behind all my dreams and aspirations. Without him, the ladder I'm climbing today would have been so difficult, if not impossible. To the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, my head of Mechanical and Electrical Department, Engineer A.F Odewale, thank you so much, sir. Say thank you for your love. The MIE department, thank you for your support. The ministry, thank you for being there for me. Today's success is for all of us. Once again, I thank you for your presence here today, and I look forward to greater achievements. Thank you for believing in APWEN and in the power of Nigerian women engineers. Long live the Association of Nigerian Women Engineers of Nigeria, Osogbo chapter. Long live the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Long live Osun State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. Can you just please give the newly inaugurated chairman a round of applause? By God's grace.
Standing on the existing protocol, citation of Engr Jokotola Florence, FNSC, FNIWE, FNICE, a fellow Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria. Engr Florence Jokotola was born on September 8, 1967 in Iduashun into the family of late Pa and Chief Mrs. Daniel Adebayo. She started after which she proceeded to the Trium University Global Extension USA for a Master's of Science in Project Management, and she also had a certificate in Water Transportation and Distribution at the IH Delft Netherlands University in 2020. She is a professional member of a fellow of Nigerian Society of Engineers, a registered member with the Council for the Regulation of Engineers in Nigeria, a fellow of Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, a fellow of Nigerian Institution of Water Engineer, a fellow of Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineer, and a member, American Society of Civil Engineer. Her professional training. Having completed several key trainings in her profession, which includes Microsoft Excel, European Union Development Fund, European Union training on gender mainstreaming in the water supply sector, and capacity building workshop which focus on the commercialization of state water corporations. Engr Jokotola started her career in Osun State Water Corporation in 1997 as a project engineer, which she said that the project engineer for the construction of treatment plants at the Osun site of the FSTAJOY water dam. She served as a design and preparation of engineering, measurement and evaluation for pipeline extension and relocation projects across the states. She's also an instrumental in the design and construction of various pipeline systems for trunks, transmission and distribution mains in Oba Center throughout Osun State. She has led the preparation of a 5-year strategic business plan for the Osun Station, and she was the Osun State project engineer for the European Union's water supply main and priority works. She is currently the general manager of the Osun State Water Corporation, where she has represented the Osun State government and the Southwest region at numerous national and international forums on water and sanitation. She has also held leadership position within the Nigerian Society of Engineers, serving as the treasurer, a vice chairman of Osogbo branch, and a pioneer chairman of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN OSOGBO chapter. Engr Jokotola is actively involved in community outreach, leading initiatives to schools and villages. She is happily married to Venerable Olalekan Jokotola, and her hobbies include reading and traveling. I hereby present to you the guest speaker for today, Engr Jokotola Florence Jokotola.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the National President of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Engr Dr. Adebisi Osi, FNSC. All National Expo of likewise Engineer Bola Adewusi. Engineer Mrs. Bola Adewusi. Also, Engineer Mrs. Bola Agbaje. And we have so many of them in the house. I have a father in God in the house. The Venerable Niyi Oladapo is a venerable in Anglican Communion. Daddy thank you for male spouse in Nigeria. And we still be award 2 times. So thank you very much, man. God bless you, sir. Issue of my it is both an honor and a privilege. I have some slides with you. Could you please project it? Engineer Mrs. Jimmy. Inaugurated in the year 2013. We have Engineer A.R. Iyonda, Engineer V.O. Olajide, Engineer Mrs. T.B. Onifade, who is now a zonal coordinator of APWEN. We have Engineer K.F Engineer L.O. Adepoju. I nearly said no, because she has been low for a long time. We have Engineer Mrs. Eo Adeni, then Mrs. Eo Adeni, Mrs. O.I. Obajumono. Then we have Engineer Mrs. Oyebode, you mentioned her. Engineer Mrs. She's now a doctor. Engineer Dr. Mrs. Eo Adeyemi, she's in the house. Mrs. O.J. Adeni, now registered. Mrs. Emo Yako Yaju, we call her Obiriogu. I've seen her today. Engineer Mrs. J. Adeyemo, Mrs. K. Oluwashola, Mrs. Bimpe Odeni. Engineer Mrs. Owojaye, Lo, we call her Owojaye. Miss Funke Folari, Mrs. Kelechi Oyeya, Mrs. Oyebola Adewusi, Mrs. Bola Agbaje, Mrs. Kemi Towoju, Mrs. D.F Aderikola, S.M. Adedeji, Sherifat Arunsi, and Shakirat Ramon. Now to the lecture. It is both an honor and a privilege. Please, I have the slide with Engineer Jimmy. I don't know if you can now get displayed. We can project it, otherwise. It is both an honor and a privilege to address this special gathering on a theme that lies at the very heart of organizational success and national progress. And the theme is integrity and productivity, the twin pillars of effective leadership. Leadership is not about titles, positions, or flowcharts. It is about one life influencing another, according to John C. Maxwell. Across Nigeria today, leadership at every level in government, organizations and professional bodies faces increasing pressure to perform. Citizens and stakeholders are demanding not only results but credible results. Outcome builds on transparency, accountability, and fairness. Slide 4. Many organizations fail, not because of lack of skill, but because of lack of integrity and focus. Our nation is at a defining moment. We are challenged by economic realities that demand productivity and by ethical expectations that demand integrity. Jackpot syndrome takes root amidst our youth because of failure of our system. The success of every institution, whether public or private, depends on leaders who can combine moral uprightness with measurable performance, but there is disappointment all over. As professionals, we cannot be indifferent observers. We are builders of systems, custodians of standards, and mentors to the next generation. The strength of our professions and the progress of our nation depend on how well we embody these two pillars, that is integrity and productivity. Understanding leadership in the Nigerian context. Leadership, in its truest form, is not defined by office or title. It is defined by influence, vision, and responsibility. In professional settings, leadership effectiveness is judged by two measures. 1, character, and 2, competence. Character speaks to who we are, while competence speaks to what we can do. The leader who unites both becomes not only respected but trusted. In Nigeria today, effective leadership should mean guiding people towards shared goals with honesty, fairness, and a clear sense of purpose. It is about managing scarce resources responsibly and ensuring that outcomes justify the trust placed in us. We have seen too often what happens when integrity is neglected in the quest for results. Projects are abandoned, public trust erodes, and institution weakens. We have also witnessed cases where leaders possess noble intentions but lack the structure or discipline to deliver results. Both extremes are dangerous. Therefore, as professionals and leaders, we must strive for a balance to be people of sound character and proven competence. Leadership must reflect both the moral fiber and the managerial strength that can sustain progress. The first pillar, integrity. Integrity remains the moral foundation of leadership. It is the consistency between what we say, what we believe, and what we do. It is doing what is right, even when it is unpopular or inconvenient. In professional life, integrity should not be a slogan, visible in our honesty with clients, fairness with colleagues, and accountability to our organizations. Integrity is the bridge between leadership and trust. Without integrity, authority becomes fragile and performance loses credibility. In the Nigerian context, institutions are often tested by corruption, favorism, and weak accountability. Integrity is not only a personal virtue, it is we tell the truth even when it is not comfortable. He or she will deliver promises even when circumstances change. He or she follows every assignment to logical conclusion. A leader with integrity makes fair decisions even under pressure and be transparent in both success and failure. Integrity builds the credibility that sustains leadership. It assures followers that leaders' words and actions can be trusted. Leaders' words and actions can be trusted. Indeed, integrity is not a weakness, and some people may look at it. It is a strategic advantage, and organizations, even our nation, if we are led by people of integrity, it will attract trust, confidence, and lasting power. In conclusion, productivity will restore progress. Together, they will redefine leadership in Nigeria and in our society, even in our places of work. As professionals, let us commit to being the bridge between what Nigeria is and what Nigeria can become. Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things, says Peter Henry. Let us therefore do things right, and let us do the right things. Let us lead with integrity, perform with excellence, and build a legacy that will outlive our tenure and uplift our society and our nation. Integrity and productivity are not optional values. If we will have a better Nigeria, if we will have a better society, they are the foundation of lasting leadership. Thank you very much for listening. To those that listened, thank you. And those that did not listen because of food, thank you. Ẹ bá wa fún màmá látẹ̀wọ́.
Till I find my baby no flow. Oh my baby girl so fine. Goddamn, so sexy. Better, me like that. No stress, my baby no flow. Girl, I was so sad. Nigga with me no chill. And lying, push it for you.